Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tampa Bay Talk. This will be your 6th episode, and we're your hosts. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Horace. Hello.
And how are you doing today?
Girl, I'm cold. It's freezing.
It is. It was even colder yesterday, but I think this weather makes it easier to get into the holiday spirit.
I do. That is one good way to look at it. Waking up and my cat is like up under me and I feel stiff as a brick because of the weather. And it's like, oh, it's 48 degrees right now. And it's like, it's not giving Florida. It's not giving Florida.
It does make it a lot harder to wake up in the morning, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like when it is cold, oh my God, I just immediately want to get up and put on fuzzy socks and a jacket and everything. You know what I mean?
And then climb right back in the bed.
Yep.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Yep.
But girl, how are you doing? How are you?
I'm doing really good. I love this time of year. It's my favorite, as I've said before. So I'm just super excited right now. I'm really looking forward to Christmas because I'll be going to North Carolina and Tennessee. So I love that.
Sounds like a good old holiday bunch.
Yeah.
Everybody's like stressed out about like travel plans and like gift buying. Well, for me at least, I'm
That's
stressed
the
about
number
those
one
things.
thing. That is the most stressful part.
Yes. And you're over here just like, oh my God, the Christmas cheer, the holiday season.
You gotta try to maintain that because it is so stressful being an adult during Christmas time. And as a kid, we could just sit there and be like, okay, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get?
Yes.
You know, as gifts. Now you're like, what am I gonna buy? What am I gonna buy?
Literally.
Like that's the most stressful part. Yeah.
Literally. One of the things that always helps me stay in the Christmas spirit is taking a call back to nostalgia and just like, I used to drive around with my mom and look at Christmas lights. I'm like, let me just go do that by myself, like, and just feel the vibes. But anyway, on the topic of Christmas shopping, where are you in your Christmas shopping?
I've only gotten a gift for my brother. I still have to do my parents, my step siblings, and my boyfriend. I have a lot of shopping left to do.
That's not too bad.
We're coming up on Christmas.
I mean,
so.
yeah, but girl prime is a girl's best friend.
You're right. You're right. How are you doing with shopping?
I'm in a similar boat, but I have my grandmother, I have my mother, my little sister, and then I have like the secret Santa. That's not really so secret. It's more like, I don't know what you call it or the word, but we all know whose gift we're giving and getting. So I need to buy the gift for that. And then I guess, like, you know, the extracurriculars, I'll probably get something for my roommate, stuff like that. So I think I bought, like, 1 or 2 gifts at this point.
Cool. Yeah.
So,
yeah, same. 1 gift. And but that Secret Santa is a good idea. I forget that exists. And then when it's brought up, I'm like, I want to do it. I love Secret Santa. That's so much fun.
It's such a good thing. And so what we started doing, too, is just being like, here's the, like, gift like price range, and then like everybody just like say 3 or 4 things that we like. Or there are like these websites now that you can just kind of like add 3 or 4 things that you like, and then it'll like link to like the Amazon like homepage or whatever. So it's not like, we all love guessing and gift giving and like being that, but like it's so much easier if you can be like, I like these things, like they're all under $40, like, you know, you pick one and we all just get something that we like. It's a nice little
I honestly have always been criticized for this, but growing up I would do my shopping with my family members, pick out exactly what I wanted, then they would wrap it and give it to me on Christmas Day. So I always got what I wanted. I never had to guess like, or had to act like I didn't, you know.
There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that, because I would rather that be the case than one, like, give a gift to somebody and they just, like...
Don't want it.
They don't want it. Like, it just sits, like, in their closet or, like, in some drawer somewhere. And I also prefer that for myself because, like, I want to, like, make you feel as though your gift was valuable to me. So, like, you know, like, my mom is, like, notorious for buying me sweaters. I'm like, first of all, Mom, I live in Florida. I have enough sweaters.
Yeah.
But secondly, like... I like to wear a lot of other things, you know. Also, parents aren't the most fashion forward, so you know, like,
my mom used to get so offended if she was like, "Do you like this?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "We don't have the same style. It's okay."
Right? Or like, you think you're buying something that's in style for people my age, but in reality, it's like maybe in like 2010 it was, like, you know, like. Girl, times have changed.
They think they know what they catch up with the style 5 years late.
Yep.
You know, they're like, oh, this was so in style. I'm like, yeah, 5 years ago, not now.
Yep.
You need to.
They're like, I still see people wearing that. I'm like, okay, well, good for you and them. But like,
so you said you went to Wiregrass recently. Did you do shopping at Wiregrass?
No. I did drinking at Wiregrass.
Oh,
because, you know,
really?
there's lots of
Where?
restaurants and bars. Brass Tap.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew that was there. I know there's another place there, the living room. It's really popular. Did you see the Christmas tree show?
I did. I did. It was gorgeous. Now, this isn't the first time I've been to see the lights there. I still have yet to meet or see or experience the like Siberian Orchestra and
Trans-Siberian
like
Orchestra, yeah.
like the matchup with the lights and the music
Okay.
and stuff like that. Because it's not like continuous; it's just lights at first. So I need to go experience that. I haven't done it
Oh,
yet.
it's so cool. I love the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. We talked about it last time, and I'm like, I need to get on it.
Yeah. So there was that. There was Christmas Town of Busch Gardens, Enchant Christmas. I didn't do either of those. I did not go to Enchant Christmas,
Okay.
which is the world's largest Christmas light maze. I want to do that so bad, so I'll probably do it next year.
You're like, let's give up on this year.
Yeah,
It's too
yeah.
late.
But Snowcat Ridge, I did go to because, like I said, that's the same place as Screamageddon, which is right where I live. It is so much fun. Like I went ice skating. I don't know how to ice skate.
girl, me
I fell
either.
twice, but it was not bad. You know, it was still a good time.
Okay.
Like it was still a good time. You have a railing you can hold on to as you go. They have little fire pits that you can set up at, and then obviously the main event is that little sledding thing, which you can go on. I think a max group of 10 people can fit in one of those things.
Oh wow.
But then they, for some reason, lowered it to like a group of 6 to 8 in those max sized sleds. But then there was, you can do it duo, like I don't remember what it's called. And then single. You can ride single. So you can ride single,
Cute.
double, or like in a group. And I thought that was a lot of fun.
That does sound a lot of fun. And you know what? You not knowing how to ice skate, but like still being like, I had a good time, really resonates with me because I'm like, I have yet to go ice skating primarily because I'm afraid to embarrass myself in front of everybody. Like,
Yeah,
let me.
Girl, I went with my boyfriend, and I was like, oh my God, if I fall in front of him, I'm going to look so stupid. Then he fell, and I felt better. I was
Okay.
like, okay, good. We're
Period.
fine. We're fine. But then they have this snow room where you would think you can go in and do snowball fights. But as you walk in the door, they say, no snowball fights. I'm like, what is this for?
Girls,
This is so dumb.
Something must be up with that snow. You know what's Florida? It's fake snow.
Yeah,
Must
yeah,
have
it
something
is.
you can't get in your eyes.
And it's so freezing in there, you can only spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes in there, and then you're like, okay, I gotta get out.
Really?
Yeah, they have to keep it super cold to make sure it doesn't melt. And it's just
Yeah.
like, but it was still a good time. I had fun.
Interesting. Well, I think we're gonna link or put in the description all of the stuff that we talked about in
Yes.
last week's podcast because, girl, it's a lot of Christmas stuff. It's a lot of Christmas stuff to go over again. One and two, like who doesn't love options? Like, take a look, take a peek. If you haven't done any Christmas things this year, I beg, I plead, please go do some things on the list. Get yourself in the holiday season. Rate is astronomical. We need to cheer ourselves up here. That's that's
yeah.
how I feel, not
yeah.
to project.
And this isn't really Christmassy, but it's more, I feel like it's more New Year's because I think we did it in January. But it's the Cross Bay Ferry again. We brought that up, and that's coming up soon. So, you know, that's another thing you could do even if you don't get to do Christmas things, but you want to go out and have a good time, enjoy the weather in Tampa. The Cross Bay Ferry is still around, so go do that. That's my
Absolutely.
recommendation.
Get on a boat, have a few drinks if you're 21 plus, and go across the bay. I don't know. It's the
Yeah.
Cross Bay Ferry. Go across the bay. Have a few drinks in St. Pete. Have a few drinks in Tampa. Just have a few drinks. I'm promoting alcohol on this podcast today.
Okay, well, we shouldn't be doing that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We should set an age limit on the podcast. If you're 21 and up.
Oh, we need a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yes.
Christmas movies.
We talked
Have you
about
watched
this
any?
last week. This
No.
year? No.
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 Me either. We need to get on that. Mm-hmm. But I looked up because I was very curious earlier what the top Christmas movies are.
Yes. So I can read them off. If you want to read them off.
Yeah.
So we'll start with "It's a Wonderful Life." That was number one. And
Which you don't know anything about.
I don't know any about. I haven't seen this movie. It's a very old movie. Tell me about it. Tell me.
Black and white. That's how you know it's old. Black and white.
Oop, not calling out the people.
I'm just saying it's in black and white. Like the color of the movie is in black and white. Like they don't. I don't even think they have a color version of the movie. I think they literally just made it black and white, and then I don't know if they've ever remade it in
Really?
color. Maybe they did remaster it. I'm really not sure.
I'm gonna Google it, but tell me about it.
It's Wonderful Life is just about this guy who basically and I haven't seen it in years, so bear with me. It's a very brief explanation. He wishes that he was never born, so a Christmas angel comes and makes it so that he was not born and shows him what the town and what his family and all of his life would have been like, or not his life, but life around the people that he cares about was if he was never born. And it was very bad. Very bad. Let's just say like he made a big difference, and it's like, were you really that important? But
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but as you talk about the plot, I feel like that movie is so iconic that that plot is carried over into like a lot of like mainstream,
it
like
is. There's a lot of other movies very similar to that.
yeah,
Yeah.
or even just like I was watching like Family Guy or some like ridiculous cartoon show where they like had an episode that was basically that plot but like miniature.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cute. I think like one, yeah, is anybody really that important? But it's a little like
It's a good theme because it brings apart, when people get depressed, they start thinking, "Oh, I'm worthless," and you're really not. Like you make a
yeah,
much bigger impact than you realize, and that's going to be a timeless, theme. That's always
yeah.
important to everybody and relevant. So I
Yeah.
like it. It's a good one.
Yes.
Number two, I've never seen.
Number two, It's a Christmas Story. I haven't seen this movie either, girl.
I don't know what A Christmas Story is. I know I know the little boy with the blonde hair and the glasses,
Let me look this for.
but I don't even know what A Christmas Story is. I've never seen it.
1980s.
Yeah.
See, this is why I just need to get more into this.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. It's really funny. I don't know. I'll put it on the list.
But 3, 4, and 5 I've seen.
Yes, and 3, 4, and 5. These were my top 3 from last week.
Yes.
So this is how you know either one, I have good taste, or two, I'm basic and I'm like everybody else.
I was just trying to say basic. I was literally like, basic.
But yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas, Elf, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I don't want to get into all of the details on all of these. First of all, I love that Elf is on this list because it's a little different from everything else on the list. That it's a relatively modern contemporary movie. It's from out of the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's Will Ferrell. It's a little different. Like it brings into like the taste and like kind of like that taste and like what we like to watch in the early 2000s, and like it makes like that, it lifts it to timelessness.
Yeah,
like,
the
I
modern
love that.
comedy rather than like the old, because that
Yeah.
old type of comedy is just not the same.
It's
You know
not
what
the
I mean?
same, but
They're
I
a
love
little
that.
more out there.
Yeah, but I love
Yeah.
that things from that era can like immediately be like perceived as classics.
Well, another one, or I put on here too that surprised me that they were much further back, relatively further back, which was Rudolph was number 10. I feel like I'm surprised that many other movies came before Rudolph, and then Home Alone is number 11. I feel like Home Alone would have been probably in the top 5 because Home Alone is super iconic.
Home Alone, I am shocked, and I'm also not shocked. One, because Rudolph, I feel like is more of like the story is iconic and timeless. I don't know that necessarily like the movie is something that like a lot of people go to. Like when they're like, oh, let's watch a Christmas movie. They're like, well, let's find Rudolph. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
And then Home Alone, for me, is just an iconic movie any time of year. For me, like, it's not Christmas. Like, Home Alone, I'm just like, I even forgot it was a Christmas movie. Like, they left for Christmas and I forgot that was even the whole baseline. I just think of, what's the little boy's name? I forgot his name. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, I can't remember it either.
I'm going to look
Kevin?
it up. Is it Kevin?
I want to say it's Kevin.
Okay.
Do
Kevin?
you know Austin?
You
Yeah,
think it's
I think it's
Kevin?
Kevin.
We're all horrible. We don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Kevin.
Yes, but him and just, like, messing up. I wanted to say the F word so bad.
Speaking of him,
Yeah.
did you see that video of him recently with Brenda Song, his wife? He just did something iconic in Hollywood, and then like there was a whole thing about how she was so supportive of him, and they just have a cute little family, and he's living his best life.
Everybody
and he
loves
went through
it.
some bad
things.
times.
Yes.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, him.
Macaulay
That's
Culkin.
the actor. Kevin is the...
Is the
Correct.
kid,
yeah.
right?
Yep. Thank you for that. Yeah. He's doing great. Brenda Song looks as amazing as ever. She has not aged a bit.
I
They're doing good.
love that for him because I feel like especially with child stars, they just like go through so many rough things, and they're treasured by like he is treasured by like American society. So I'm just like so happy that they can just be happy.
Yeah.
And of course everyone is like.
Yeah,
that's
they
why
look
it's so...
they look so good together. They look so happy. They look
Yes,
so-
I saw him on Jeopardy recently too. He did a very good job. Yeah.
Well, good for him. Good for them. And but yeah, I mean, can you believe that we're getting close to the end of 2023?
I can believe it. I'd like for it not to be the case.
That flew by.
Oof, existentialism. I just turned 30 in the middle of the year, so I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Oh my God.
yes, right? I just had my 30th birthday.
Time is just, whew. Time is just in a.
I need to stop. I need to relax.
For real. Like, it's warp speeding right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, chill out.
Yes,
Just
yes.
give me a little. We need an extra day in the week or something.
We
Like, this
do.
is crazy.
But with time flying and with this existential dread of getting older, it is no better time to talk about what our goals are and what we see for ourselves in the future as time quickly just whisked by.
Yeah.
So on that note, it is the time of year for you to start brainstorming, thinking about gathering your mental thoughts on New Year's resolutions. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
At the moment, I haven't really thought about any. I guess just being healthier.
Okay. Period.
Because I don't really focus on my diet. And I think that, the earlier you start, you're kind of prepping yourself for the future. You don't want to have to go backwards. You want to just maintain, your health as you're young. So I think that's just it, is like having a good diet. Because I work out a decent amount, so that's good. And then really limiting my alcohol intake, because alcohol is like the worst thing for you. So
Yeah.
I don't want to go too crazy with that. That's pretty much it for myself. And then just staying consistent in building my future. You know what I mean? Like,
Period.
Yeah.
I love that for you, because you're what, like 24?
Yep.
I love that for you, because like not everybody, including myself, like when I was 24, I was still in college. Building
I
on, I mean, you are, but like, you have this full-time job, like you do college after. Like I was just a student and
Yeah.
waiting tables and bartending and just like living my best life, girl. I
Yeah.
was just out here. Anyway,
What about you? Resolutions?
yes. So, much like you, I aspire to be healthier, primarily through just being more physically active. My joints, my bones, they're cracking, and I need to make sure that I work them.
You do yoga, right? Or did you not do yoga?
I do yoga.
Okay.
I do yoga, so I'm trying to be more consistent with that. But not just doing yoga, but being more active, like with cardio, and just making sure that I'm like working out my body, eating healthier. I want to keep my hair, so I'm just trying to make all the right decisions with that. Girl, male pattern baldness will get you.
Whew, sneaks up on you. It sneaks
Shout
up.
out to high school class of 2011. I see y'all on Facebook, and y'all are looking rough.
Called out.
Let me stop.
Called out. Y'all gotta get a resolution to get some plugs for your hair.
To keep not the plugs. What's it called? Hymns.
Oh God. Oh God.
Let me stop.
Oh God. But are you going into any New Year's parties, or when was the last time you went to one?
A New Year's party? I don't know.
It's been a couple years for me.
Yeah. I mean, I like to be active on New Year's Eve. I like to, like go to Disney Springs or like do something fun. But a party, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going to New Year's, I'm looking to do that. I'm also looking to just create more content, both with you on here, but personally, my personal life. Just get out there in the world. That is the internet. That's Beyonce's internet.
Yeah.
And make more content.
Yeah. It's fun to make content because it's also something you have to look back on one day, 10, 20 years from now, even show your kids like, hey, this is what I was doing at that time. And it's just a really cool way to kind of, make chapters in your life and look back on them.
Yes, very that. Very that. But I'm excited for New Year's. I'm excited for next year. Even though it's coming way too quickly, I'm hoping that 2024 has great things for both us and the world at large.
Yeah.
World peace and all that.
Oh God, the presidential election is next year. Oh my goodness. Changes are coming.
I'm terrified.
I know.
This is not a political podcast, but if anything, I'm just nervy.
I know. I hate those years. It's so much change that comes, and you never know what to expect, and everybody gets very divided, and it's just I do not like
We're
it.
already very divided, but just prepare your social media feeds, For You pages to be full of political things, and God knows what else on your timeline. So I'm prepared. I hope you're prepared. I hope you're prepared. It's going to be great.
You know who's prepared?
Who?
All the Florida men. They're super prepared.
Are they?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're doing.
Let's
Let's
do
see what
Florida
they're up
men.
to.
I would like to think that Florida men are like cockroaches and that they're just prepared for anything, including nuclear winter.
Yep, that's what I mean. They're prepared for anything. It doesn't matter to them what happens. They're just doing their thing in their own world.
Yes. Okay, but here we go. If you're unfamiliar with the game, we have 4 Florida men's headlines, or women. We got Florida women too. There are 3 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. One of us has to pick the real one. It's Amanda's turn to guess. She's 1-1. I'm 3-0. So I don't know. Maybe eventually we'll prize it out. But anyway, are you ready?
Yeah. Also, I want to say a side note. I saw a viral one this week that it was on my Instagram that was of a guy who was feeding an alligator And when he got arrested for feeding the alligator, he said, he's a good boy. He just loves bagels. And everybody was on his side. Everybody was like, oh, no, this is the best Florida man. Like, I want free the Florida man. And
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like Florida man, but just like Florida way of life. Like, I feel like that's just like, who doesn't feed the gators?
I know, he said he loves bagels. And then in the top comment was, surprise, bagels is the neighbor's dog. But anyway.
People are so casual with gators down here. Like, they pick them up, like the baby ones. They like shoo away the big ones. Like, get out. Like, anyway.
Running zigzags. Okay.
Yes. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So, 4 headlines. This is the wrong paper. I don't know what I'm doing. 4 headlines. 3 are fake. 1's real. Let's go. First, Florida man headline. Florida man arrested for robbery using a water gun.
Okay.
That's headline number 1.
Okay.
Second one is barefoot bandit steals ladder from Fort Myers home. Okay. Number 3 is employee restacks chip display after driver slams into him at Florida gas station. Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna reread that one. Employee restacks chip display after driver slams into him at Florida gas station. Girl, that's dedication.
Oh my God. Just go back to work after you get slammed into.
Girl,
Okay.
I know how much the employees get paid. You do not get paid enough for that.
No, not at all.
Last one is Florida man claiming he is Michael Jackson, arrested for picking fights at Naples diner.
Okay, I'm gonna cross that one out and say that that's probably not the true one. So I'm gonna narrow it down to the first 3 because the first 3 sound more interesting. Like, I don't know. I guess number 3 also sounds a little bit crazy. I know number 1 is the water gun robbery. Number 2 is the barefoot bandit with the ladder, stealing a ladder from a Fort Myers home. And then number 3 was number 4 is the Michael Jackson impersonator at Maple's Diner.
At a Naples diner.
Okay, I thought you said Maples. And then number 3, what was number 3?
The employee at the gas station
with the chips. Dang, I don't know why it's so hard for me every time, and every time you guess it right. All right.
It's a hard one. Like, it's a
Yeah.
hard thing. And I think what Danielle, our lovely marketing assistant, was saying is, like, next one she's going to pick, like, 3 real ones and 1 fake one.
Oh, that's a good
and
idea.
You have to pick the fake one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But anyway.
Change it up a little bit.
Right.
I am going to go with, I feel like it's most likely, I want to go with the gas station one because that's crazy.
That is insane.
I think it's funny. My other guess would have been the barefoot bandit, but I feel like that's not even newsworthy. Like, I feel like that's not even like something that important. So I'm going to go with the gas station one.
You're going to go with the gas station one?
Yeah.
The gas station one is wild.
I was hoping it would be that one.
It's not that one.
Okay.
So the correct one is the tamest one on this list. It's barefoot bandit steals ladder.
That
from
was
Fort
what I had a
Myers
feeling
home.
it was going to be, but I was like, that doesn't even seem like it'd be worth
it
what?
doesn't,
Why?
right?
Why? Okay, who cares if they're barefoot?
And if they steal a ladder, girl, that just sounds like small crime.
Yeah, it sounds like every day. Like, it sounds like that happens every day in like all the areas around Tampa.
Like, that would happen to me overnight, and I'd be like, oh, okay, someone stole
That's
my
what I mean.
ladder.
Like, if you see on your camera that someone steals your ladder and they're barefoot, is that really going to make it like a whole headline for Florida man? But
well, girl, let's get into this article so maybe we'll see if
there's anything interesting and
Yeah.
juicy details in there.
Alrighty. So this is in Lee County. Okay, let me see if I can abridge some of this article because it's kind of long. It says, it's not every day you catch a Florida man committing a crime on camera. Girl, is that true? I don't know. First statement, I feel like every day a Florida man. Anyway, on Saturday, the Bobby family woke up to find that a man wearing no shoes had strolled by their home in the, I don't know this name of this community, Lake Preserve community, and walked away with their massive extension ladder. Now, this ladder isn't small. It was being used to reach high up into a tree to trim some branches. The family left it outside overnight, unknowingly giving a sticky-fingered Florida man the opportunity to steal it. He just walked up barefoot. I was surprised to see him like that, Minnie Bobby said. Okay, I mean, I'm getting into this article, and it's just a story about this man taking this really big ladder.
Barefoot.
Barefoot.
Okay.
I mean, I guess he needed that ladder. Maybe it was a really nice ladder.
I mean, ladders can be expensive.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Interesting.
cheaper than buying one, obviously.
Sounds like an everyday occurrence in Florida.
Let's see. Bobby said they can leave it leaning against the tree where
What
they
were his
stole it
charges?
from. I'm trying to see if there's any.
Just theft?
Yeah, they left outside a trim tree. She did file a report with the Lee County Sheriff's Office, so it comes down to whether or not the Florida man does the right thing before deputies catch him. So they're giving this man the opportunity to return the ladder, I guess. Oh, there's a little video of him taking it. That's so
It
silly.
would have made more sense if he was fully naked, but barefoot is just like, whatever.
Yeah, he's just a Florida man. I'm just trying to see if this ladder is...
I was really hoping it was the gas station one because that employee would have been... They deserved a big raise.
True. It is comical. It is a fairly large ladder, but... Yeah. Anyway, semi-interesting Florida man there. Not really. Maybe next time. I think with the more headlines, it'll be more interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what how the next one goes, and if you guess that right.
Then I'm just clairvoyant at that point.
Yeah.
I'm just...
That'd be really cool, though, if you did
Yes.
guess right.
Anyway, y'all, that's our podcast. Subscribe to us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of those things. We're here. We're out there. We're doing our thing. It's almost Christmas time. I'm so nervous, but I'm also so excited.
Yeah, happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
This is
holidays.
going to be an awesome Christmas, I feel
Yeah.
like, you know.
Or
everyone's
whatever
gonna have a good time.
it's already
Whatever you
Hanukkah.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
I don't know if there's more.
If you don't celebrate at all, just enjoy yourself. Like, we have an agent here who just goes to Mexico every time it's holiday season because she's like, I do not want to celebrate. So, whatever you want to do, have a good time.
That sounds classist. Go to Mexico. Anyway, thank you. Happy holidays. Bye.